we are back at the Renaissance Festival in Muskogee, Oklahoma, with part 2 of hopefully only 2 parts due to technical difficulties last time of an interview with Lady Teresa. So, on with the fun. The next question I have, do you have a hard time sleeping at night before a fair begins?
I usually do not sleep at all. So excited, thinking I need my rest because I'm going to be so busy the next day. But it just will not. It's an excitement, yes. Yes, the first night, now you can sleep a little better the second night, but you're so excited to get here.
Aye. That is how I am for the first fair of a year. I have a hard time sleeping that night. After that, I kind of get back into the groove and think, fun time is coming, and it's going to keep coming until the heat of the summer.
Yes, 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 that's when you need to rest, is when you know it's going to be hot. Today's lovely though, this is lovely Scottish weather.
Aye, it is true.
Yes.
It is true. I hope it does not rain before we finish the interview this week.
Shut up. Me too.
Alright, what is the favorite costume you have seen so far at any Renaissance fair?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's hard to narrow.
I know it is not mine.
Oh, yes, it is,
No,
because I don't know that it would be considered a costume, but there was a man in Kansas City that had a cloak of peacock feathers made out of. Did you see that?
I have not seen that.
It's breathtaking. It's yes, and he has his hat. As far as a woman, they're all so unique. I would say anybody royal.
Yeah, yeah, like,
I think.
yeah.
Called the Queen's
What was the favorite thing at this fair so far this year you have experienced? You did not cut anyone's hair at this event, I imagine.
No.
That was in the past.
Yes. I like seeing the little children a lot. Watch their faces when cast interact with them. I like seeing that.
What is your favorite food at the Renaissance fairs? It does not have to be one.
The turkey legs are good. I enjoy the cucumber and onions. Cucumber salad.
I saw you eating that last time.
Yes.
I will get one of those this
Yes.
day.
They have a barbecue parfait that is delicious. That, of course, you have to have the ice cream. You have to have the frozen drinks. You have to have, is there candy?
There are honey sticks inside the castle.
Yes, honey sticks. But, yeah.
Very good. You sound like a walking menu for the Renaissance fairs. Any favorites at any other events that you patronize? Go to?
Yeah, because I think they basically have a lot of the same things. Because this is, the turkey leg is just, it's everywhere. Because that's Renaissance. That's how they, and most of the time they didn't have silverware, so you ate with your hands. So,
like at medieval times. Have you been there?
No.
Oh.
In Dallas.
Fun. Aye, and other cities as well.
Is there?
Yes, there are more.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know about that. So the food everywhere is now I have heard that the TRF has, have you been there?
Many years ago. I had a bread bowl there. It was the best.
Okay, and they used to have bread bowls here.
It's true.
Yeah.
They do not compare to TRFs.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, and that's good. They have a barbecue parfait, they call it here, that is layered, and it sounds like, oh no, but it's delicious. It's baked beans and mashed potatoes. There's 3 or 4 things. They used to have coleslaw on top with a little cherry tomato.
Cherry tomato, classic.
And that was delicious. Now, for some reason this year they don't have the coleslaw, but it's still good. It doesn't sound like a combination. And if people are picky about their foods having to be separated, then you don't want the barbecue parfait.
I see.
So, and they have Scottish eggs here, I think, also.
I see.
And I'm sure they have those at all.
Those are a hit with some people.
Yes.
As are sheep intestines. But anyway, is there anything you've learned historically during this fair? Or another one.
I'm starting to. I have a lot of people that Queens Ferry. They speak a lot about historical events and
Oh.
things. Yeah, and so I'm still a little confused about a lot of things.
I see. Mayhaps next year at my archery show you may learn some of the history I will
Yes,
include in it.
yes. It's a shame history was not interesting to me until now. So now I'm trying to soak it all in.
I see.
As to who were the this ones and then that ones, and learning about the Scotland's takeover and the British. I'm learning all that. When you go even further back, then you go to the Vikings that invaded, but then wasn't it the Romans that invaded the Vikings?
Oh my, let me see. I believe the Romans arrived first, and it sounds as if the noontime parade is approaching.
Yes.
Lady Teresa, who do you attend fairs with?
My very good friend LaDonna Lynch, and now we have Scott Meyer is with us now. He's loving it. It's the first time, and he's hooked.
Good.
And I started coming to these because of my son, and I happened to, and he's here also with his wife Katie, Michael and Katie, and her sisters and family. But he is the one that got me to come into these, and they were talking a lot of historical last night. Some of it I was trying very hard to grasp a little bit. If I probably paid more attention to the garrison down there, is that the garrison?
Yes.
I would learn a little bit more history, but I think the history is probably available here. But I'm so busy listening to the music and watching people that I should spend more time understanding things.
I get my history lessons from the fairs, usually from YouTube or different things on the internet. I can study them up and find out what is going on behind the scenes here, and who relates with who, and time periods such as when the Vikings went through England and Romans, the Saxons.
Okay.
The Saxons. So you kind of
And
watch
I'm
movies
just
and
learning.
learn. And
Yes, I'm just learning how all that.
I love your headpiece. It's
Thank you.
cute.
Thank you. So, what's neat about each fair is it basically is themed differently. In Sherwood, I'm sure it's
there's a Robin Hood theme, right?
yes, all about Alabama, and I can't wait to go. I just can't wait. Kansas City, they do it's each king and queen, a different king and queen. Sometimes is it in the same time period, or sometimes is it different?
It just depends on who the organizers are and how they want to reflect history.
Yes.
Many fairs have King Henry VIII as their king. Others choose a Scottish or Irish or French. They have
Yeah.
French or Leanne Antoinette or some other French woman.
Well, in here they theme the weekends. So you have the first weekend was the Fairy Prince. The second was France
Hi,
for romance.
I see. Last weekend was the pirate invasion.
Yes.
This is the fourth weekend. Celtic
Celtic.
is an invasion as well.
Yeah. And then next weekend, of course, will be German.
Huh?
But it's also Memorial, which is a beautiful, beautiful ceremony that they do after the noontime parade there.
Yes.
Beautiful. And then the last weekend is Spice Roads. So
Nice. Get a Middle East and Oriental
yes,
influence in the
yes,
fair.
yes.
I do not know if they've done that before, have they?
I think it used to be Gypsy Weekend.
I see.
So it still kind of does the gypsy a little bit. Well, it would.
Yes, pulling some Eastern European.
Yeah, yes.
I see. Nice.
And I don't know if other fairs theme their weekends. I think they do now. I think everyone's starting to theme.
Many do.
Oh, we
TRF
do?
does.
Yes.
They think their weekends.
Yes.
And I'm not sure about the other Scarborough or Kansas City. I do not frequent them enough as I live near Tulsa to be able to attend them often enough to know them.
They do theme in Kansas City.
I see.
Yes. you don't have to be perfect to come to this fair.
Oh, no.
Your garb does
No.
not have to be perfect. It does not have to be. You can theme up. You can theme, and that's fine.
Right.
But don't shy away. And it's okay to come in your regular clothes if you would like.
It's true.
But you have more fun when you garb up.
A ton
You
more fun.
feel more like a part of the village of
Yes.
yes.
And people treat you that
Yeah,
way,
they
as
do.
such.
They do.
So, and you can go the other way. You can have several different costumes, different outfits you can combine. I have just a few. I can vary depending on the weather. But I stay as mainly as an archer, but you could be a wizard one day, you could be a pirate the next weekend, you could be a rogue.
Barbarian. You could be
Barbarian.
a barbarian. Gypsy.
The sky's the limit.
Yes, yes. And it's just a lot of fun.
And you can buy clothes at the fair, or you can make your own. We have a combination of both. If you want to save money and have 30 outfits, make your own. If you want to buy some,
This besides the bodice I made.
very nice. Perhaps you could be a... No, you would not want to be a vendor. You would not have enough fun doing
No,
it.
no, no. I will not step behind the curtain. I've been asked, and I can't. I think that it would take away my fantasy and my, it would be a job then. I have a job. So, but I think that a lot of people that do, that are on cast, they really have a love for it. They really do.
They do. And they want to do something else. They can start on cast low here at a fair and move up and be royalty in a few years in some places.
Yes,
Or
yes,
go in
yes.
a different direction altogether.
Yes. So please do not shy away from them. Do not think that you have to be this or that or anything. You just go and enjoy.
Alright.
Jousting, they have jousting.
Yes, the large affairs do have jousting. Some of the smaller ones do as well. It depends
That's
on
what
how
we're
much-
hearing is the jousters coming back through.
I see.
Yeah,
In the parade.
correct.
They need heralds.
And it's wonderful for the children. Each fair is themed or is themed. You've got your adults and you've got your children sections. Usually the entertainers will explain to the people in the audience, this is PG-13 or PG-31. But there is no foul language that I've ever heard. I've never heard any.
Nor have I. I've not been around to do the plenty of innuendo in the PG-13 and
Very,
31.
very much, very much.
So-
If you're an adult, you get it.
And sometimes they have signs next to the stage that says a PG-13
Yes.
venue.
So, I mean, if you don't want your child in that, you have a choice. There's plenty of other things that they can do. It's not
Right.
just limited to that.
Right, that's true.
So, yeah, and if they want to dress up, let them dress up.
Yes, let them have fun.
Yes.
Everyone should dress up. Never grow old. Always go out and have fun. There's enough time for the outside world outside. Come to these places and have fun.
And enjoy. And you can just sit and watch and listen, and it's worth it all.
Right. Do you prefer to be in character or watch other people that are in character?
I love watching other people in character. I will practice or try to practice to be in character. I don't know that I have enough of an attention span to stay.
It is difficult sometimes, believe me.
Yes, yes. So I love it. I think it's just amazing to me. And I would like to practice maybe someday. But I'm not sure with which way I would want to go. Like English, Irish, Scottish.
You can practice. When you go to a drive-through, I used to speak with an Australian accent at times when I would go to a car drive-through at a
that's
fast
an
food
idea.
restaurant. So you can practice, and maybe perhaps at work, if there are people you know very well that come in for your business, you can practice different accents on them, and if they can pick it out between Irish, Scottish, or
But it
English?
amazes me. It
Gypsy?
amazes me. Yes, it amazes me that being able to go into character. I think that's something that you learn eventually, because it's going to take a lot of practice
It does.
to
It
just
does.
fall into character.
It does.
You know, it's not going to be an easy thing for me
Ah.
at all. It will be, but I think once you start learning it and start doing it more often, it will be easier. Because I've seen Cameron have to take someone out of character. She has a phrase. This girl couldn't stop her accent. And so she has a phrase, and it's something about the dog in the back of the truck, or the blue truck, or something. And you just repeat that over and over until you lose your accent.
The bear is in the pickup truck.
Okay, yeah.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah. So, I mean, because she was like, help me, I can't stop. And she was like, okay, focus. And then she started, and she pulled out of it. But, yeah.
I practice on my way to the fair. So many miles or minutes away, I start reading signs in an English accent or reading the speedometer to get out of the Americanese.
So it is something, it's on my list of things to do. And if that comes by easily to you, then do it. I think it's great. I love watching people just jump into character.
It is very fun.
Yes.
It is very fun. When people ask you where you actually are from, because they think you're not from America.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, Morrow, Arkansas.
That is fun to fool people.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and it does help you get into character and enjoy the fair more when you can interact with cast even. Sometimes cast do not know, is this person on cast? And we did not meet them in the academy. That is fun. I did that at Kansas City one time. A couple of people thought I was one of the archers at first. Then they figured out, because I did not know who certain people were, but it did not bother me. It is fun. So, do you have any other things you would like to add? Anything you'd like anyone out there in the world to know about Renaissance fairs? About you or Renaissance fairs?
Just give it a try. Give it, don't be closed-minded. I was for several years because my son would say, Mom, come on. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to dress up and look stupid and silly. And I don't know anything about any of that. Which I'm still working on my history part because there are lots of things I don't know. I mean, there's a reason for some of the garb. Each thing has a purpose. These people, the pouches, I think that's really neat because you have to have your arms free sometimes.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Yes.
and so that's just amazing. And the different things that, you know, and so I fought it for many years. So if Muskogee's in its 25th year, I've been coming 10. That's 15 years that I fought it. Because he started, maybe 14 years, because he started the second year that this place opened. And the whole time was saying, please, please, please. And I was like, no, no, no. And was hooked the minute I walked through the gate. And it may not happen that quick for you. Just come in here open-minded. You're not going to have major technology. These people are performing as they would perform in
Several hundred years.
Yes. You know, you've got the instruments. You've got. They have had to add some microphones because the crowds are getting so big. You can't hear them singing. So I'm okay with that.
Aye.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It's not a place full of hippies or druggies or any crazy people all in the astral plane. It is nothing like that. It's
Yeah.
mostly normal people that you may have friends that you do not know go to Renaissance festivals. I'm sure you do. They just do not talk much about it because some people think we're kind of weird. And some of us do not care if people
I
think
do
we're
not
weird.
care. I do
We
not
go
care.
anyway.
I thought that would bother me. I thought that it would bother me. Oh, I can't believe you're doing that. And no, now it's like, you really should try it.
All right.
You know.
So yes, come to the Renaissance fairs and have a wonderful time every time you walk through the gates. Thank you, Lady Teresa, for your time this day and last week.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I appreciate all your input, and I'm sure all the viewers will as well.
And just come. Just and this man has put in so much work on giving you the chance to see different ones. So there's really no excuse.
It's true. You do not have to spend more than you would spend at the gate. You can leave food in your car and water, go back out, eat lunch out there, come back in and just experience the shows. Make sure if you do come, it would be good to tip the performers. Give them a
Yes.
hearty huzzah when you like their shows. Let
Yes.
them know that you appreciate what they do. For some of them, this is all they do for the performers and the vendors.
And then some of them have regular jobs too. So, that's quite an effort
Right.
to balance both.
All right.
So, so yes, tips are very, very important. Very, very important to them. It's their livelihood. So,
Yes.
yes, tip and have fun, laugh, smile.
Very
Yes.
good. Gramercy for your time. Gramercy for your time as well. We hope to see you at a Renaissance Fair soon.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!